researched and backed up and all that. So, lots of information out there. Our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, is a fellow by the name of Dr. Natural. This is his introduction sheet, by the way. It's laminated even. This man is a pro. He laminates and prints with a gorgeous font at about 36-point font size. Our guest speaker for today has a Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry from SUNY College of Old Westbury, where he was a member of student government. Due to his life's work, he received a Doctorate of Divinity degree. His professional experience includes math and science tutor, mentor for young males, natural living and nutritional fasting instructor, medical technologist chemist, holistic health instructor / consultant, Doctor of Divinity. His greatest achievement to date is that after researching natural healing for over 30 years, which is almost 2 decades, he now provides a holistic health service to the community at large, aptly named the Temple of Illumination. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Natural.
Peace and love, family. I come bearing gifts. Let's see. For those who get the right answer to this question, get $100 bill. Now, I know you'll say, what is the question? For those who get most of the questions right, get 20. So you got 20 here, 100 there. But I'm actually going to have to hold all the money. Now you may ask me, why do I offer money before I start? I had a program with some high school students for some years. Benjamin Banneker High School in Brooklyn. And I wanted them to do like menial, what I call menial task and work, but I also wanted them to learn about veganism. Whether they followed it or not, I wanted to at least have the information. I said, how do I motivate teenagers to learn? If you want your student to learn, if you want your child to learn something, offer them money. I'm not saying it's the best motivator, but I'm just saying there's no argument. I had students come to me who were Seventh-day Adventists, and they thought being vegan or a vegetarian was punishment by God, until I taught them the benefits of veganism. I'm like, wow. Again, the question for $100 is, you don't have to tell me all at once, because I'm not going to give you the answer to the end. But by the time I finish speaking, which is in 5 minutes, I'm not going to take the whole 10 minutes, because I'm like short and to the point. The question is 7 separate basic reasons. It has to be 7 separate basic reasons why I have listed here why. There's that. 7 reasons why every human should eat 100% vegan and live a 100% vegan lifestyle. 7 separate reasons that I have listed here. Now I'm going to take this chart and I'm going to hide it so anybody can't cheat. Nobody can cheat with the answers. 7 different reasons and you will get the $100. Somebody get 5, I'll give them 20, but you have to get 5 or better. Now, when I went to the Vegetarian Festival, I came across this bumper sticker. It says, "Go vegan, veganism is beautiful, vegan for life." These are 3 separate bumper stickers. And then on the way home from the Vegetarian Festival, I found this one, "No meat athlete when on plants." Now what attracted me about this, like, they say wear your message on your sleeve. I believe in wearing it on my chest and my heart. I find out that I start conversations and you inspire individuals just not with a whole bunch of words, not with a whole bunch of facts. Because believe it or not, the masses, they're not factual, they're not scientific, they're what? They're emotional. They're emotional buyers, they're emotional shoppers. So you want to work smart, not hard. I no longer have to debate no more about why you should become vegan. I just tell them my most objective, provable facts and keep it moving, which is one of the answers in that chart, which is why I'm not going to say that right now. But anybody, before I get to the end of my 5-minute piece, I'm going to ask people who have 7 separate reasons that's listed here. If they get 5, they get 20. If they get all 7, they get a $100 bill. Why do I mention the money constantly? Because it keeps people attention. So, take that. You want to pass that around? Next, we have, oh, that's part of the answer too. Can't go there. Veganism is great, but veganism has to be 7. You got it? I have that already. Yes. I have 101, but you got to understand the 101 reasons, what it does, it gives you multiple ecological reasons, multiple other reasons. I said 7 basic. It's probably all in there, but I'm asking for 7 separate ones. So, you could go there and see you can find 7 separate categories, and you got the $100 bill. But trust me, it's not that simple. Next, now, you got to understand the basis of veganism. The basis of veganism is not a diet. Everybody tends to think the basis of veganism is eating a certain way. Veganism goes beyond diet. Vegan is a lifestyle, not just a diet. It's rooted in love, compassion, and alignment. I can't go into details on that either because they're not going to the answers of the question. But in short, I would say a healthy lifestyle, you're going to need to eat more than just simply fruits and vegetables. You're going to have what we call a positive mental attitude. And a lot of vegans I know for some reason don't like to exercise. They tend to think that just because they eat healthy, they can do a little bit of yoga postures. No, you're going to have to do some cardio. You're going to have to do some strength training. And you're going to have to do some stretching. So a holistic lifestyle includes a positive mental attitude, lots of exercise that you enjoy. I like to give a plug for rebounding. For those who don't know what rebounding is, jumping up and down a mini trampoline for 5 or 10 minutes or more per day. And another lesser known exercise called Tibetan 5 Rites. R-I-T-E-S, Tibetan 5 Rites. That is an exercise that is said to reverse the biological clock. Phenomenal. Now let's touch upon vegan. I have here a raw vegan alkaline diet. Let's be clear on something. When you talk about veganism and natural healing and so forth, man discovered fire about 100,000 years ago. Human beings been on the planet much longer than then. So that means before we discovered fire, everything we consumed was raw, R-A-W. So, Eric, can you pass this chart around? On the reverse side of that chart, you're going to have the most healthiest foods on the planet, otherwise known as superfoods. Now, how many people are aware that there are vegan public schools in New York City? Show of hands. Do you know that there are vegan public schools in New York City? There's one in Forest Hills, and there's a second one. I think the second one would be in New York City. Does anybody know the actual location of the vegan public schools? Flushing, New York, and where's the other one? There's actually 2 now. So it is possible we are making change. I mean, if you can get inside the public school that's our tax dollars are paying for, and they can be 100% vegan, I think that's mind-blowing. So ever how that one school became vegan, I understand that it's in a community where there's a lot of, by culture, a lot of the children are from parents who are already somewhat vegan by their religion. But if we can have that one school, I think we should at least have all the public schools have at least a vegan option. Now, the ideal food pyramid for human beings is not the 5 food groups. I'm not about to show you from up here. I'm going to give it to Eric so he can pass it around. This is the ideal food group. Water being predominant. In short, if I had to put veganism or vegan lifestyle in a nutshell, I'm a chemist, and I'm not going to try and give you a whole bunch of chemical terms, but I'm quite sure by now you heard of what you call alkalized and acidic. Those who get cancer or get sick, they're considered acidic, meaning the bodily fluids and bloodstream and so forth. That means that pH has gone below 7. 7 is neutral. Above 7, that would be considered alkaline. Healthy, there's a book called Alkalizer Diet. I love this book. The beautiful thing about this book, it tells you it's not just a diet. It says even your thoughts, your activity, certain sports are even alkaline or acidic. Boxing, for example, can be considered acidic because you're worried about getting hit. Jogging or walking in nature, yoga, that would be alkaline. So my whole point is, if you live an alkaline lifestyle, another code word for a healthy lifestyle, another code word for a vegan lifestyle, I would say you're way ahead of the game. So now you have to ask yourself, because you could be vegan and still be sick. You could live off Coca-Cola and donuts all your life. That's still vegan. It's not healthy, but it's vegan. So it's a little bit more than just simply being vegan. My point is this: what is the most healthiest? What is the highest good with least harm? I know there's a lot of debate about what type of water to drink, whether you want to drink alkalized water, distilled water, and all that. I'm not about to have that debate about water. I'm just saying we could do much better than just simply drinking tap water. Even if you bother to get a filter on your shower, a filter on your water, or you want to invest anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 to get an alkalized, ionized water machine, we could all do better. I take it to the point where somebody gifted me an alkalized machine, and people come to my house from all over to get free water, just as long as you bring your own water bottles, preferably glass. Now, this is the ending of my presentation. What I'm going to do now is, do we have any takers for the $100 or any takers for the $20? Any takers? All right, guys, here I go. Can you take this? You have to give me 7 separate reasons.
7 separate reasons?
7 for the 100, 5 for the 20. Is this an open book test, or do you have to give it? Open book, open book. Well, then wait, there's a list of 101. You can read them. You ready? And we're going to give everybody the answers after he gets it right along.
All right.
I can only do 5.
I'd like to jump.
All right. Absolutely, it is healthy. And that would cover reversing disease.
You say healthy, that's one.
That's one. That's why I said that would cover it.
No, you have to explain it. You have to explain. Just say one.
Okay.
Healthy. 1.
Number 2, it's in line with our natural morals. It's compassion. And a lot of people could align that under a different category.
No, just give it a word. What? A word.
Morality.
Okay, I'll give you that.
3, it's cheaper.
Depends.
Finance, economy. What's the big category? Economics. Economics. I can prove.
I'll give you 50% on that. I can give you 2.5.
Economics?
Because depending where you go, some people get food for free. Soup kitchens, so that's not.
Well, no. If you're buying your food, it's cheaper, and for our country, it's also better for our economy.
You buy organic from certain stores versus. I can't give you economics.
Okay, if we weren't subsidizing big farm,
I got that, but we are, so I can't give you economics.
Where would that money go? Okay.
You got 2.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna. Okay. Okay.
$100 going once.
It saves lives. Saves human.
That's health. You already said health. Saving lives.
No, that's not my health. That's other people's health. I can, by going vegan, save other people's lives because we can feed the people that don't have food if we're not using up all the resources of the world to eat meat.
Okay.
I've given you 3. It's not
all right.
List, but you got 3.
Hold on, I lost track now because you.
Where's the $100 bills that you took off? Where's the $100? Oh, is it? Okay.
I took it off.
No, she took it off.
Okay. Okay, wait. So
you got 101 reasons for being vegan on that table over there, and nobody can take the $100 bill. That's bad.
Well, I didn't go to that table. And the environment saves the environment. Ecological, absolutely. 51% of climate change is caused by big agriculture.
Wait.
It saves other sentient beings' lives.
Yes.
I can't give you that because she shouted that out, and you.
I can't control her, man.
No, but you said 5. Economics is one of them. You have 7 or 5?
Baby.
She's my partner.
Okay. In the interest, I'm going to give him the 20. I'm going to tell you the $100 answer.
I'm going to donate this back to you.
No, not back to you. We're going to give you the $100 answer.
Donate to me, I need it.
Oh, good job.
I'm trying. How many do you have to get the
7. 7 reasons.
All you need is one good reason.
We have.
It's kind to the
She's handing you what would have given you $100 right there in your head. They're going to $100 answer. This is the reason why. 7 Seven reasons why every human should eat 100% vegan and live a 100% vegan lifestyle. Veganism is rooted in love, compassion, and alignment, which is the highest good with the least amount of harm. I'm not saying everything we do is going to have some degree of harm, but the least amount of harm is key. I don't want to say no harm, then I'll be telling you some fairy tales. Number one reason I feel why every human being should be vegan is because you're made that way by God or nature. Your structural anatomy makes you that of a frugivore or an herbivore. We are that far away, DNA-wise, biologically, from that of a chimpanzee. All you have to do is watch for the chimpanzee. It doesn't run around chasing other animals to eat them. Eats mostly fruits. So, frugivore and herbivore, made by God and nature. We do not have fangs, we do not have claws. Our digestive tract is very long, like every other frugivore herbivore. Number one reason why every human being should be vegans, to be in alignment with the way you was made by God and nature. You don't be putting water in your gas tank, do you?
No.
You put what makes it run properly. Item number 2, instinct at birth. Whatever a species have an instinct to eat at birth without being socially conditioned or influenced by commercials or improper thinking determines what that species is supposed to be eating for the lifetime. Now you may say a human baby's instinct at birth is the first thing they want to have is what?
Milk.
Mother's breast milk.
Breast milk.
We are the only species on the planet that consumes milk from another species well into adulthood.
Yep.
Not following the dictates of nature.
Right.
Nature is not a democracy, it's a dictatorship. You either be in alignment with it and prosper, or be against it and you break yourself against it. Human beings today is living on an average anywhere from 60 to let's say 80 or 90. Proper living, the minimum would be like 120 is the norm. So, we got instinct at birth. After mother's breast milk, what does a human baby would naturally go to if they had all the food choices available to them?
Fruit.
What kind of fruit?
Fruit.
Brightly colored fruit. Next, we have spiritual. Number 3. When you begin to fast, eat lighter foods, what happens? For those who don't know, in yoga philosophy, we have this thing called chakras, or energy systems, or energy centers in our body. When you start to eat lighter, more moisture-rich foods, more alkaline foods, more cleansing foods, the energy centers in the chakras begins to open up. First thing that happens, all that stuff that's wasted in digestion. I know we have some children here. I'm going to give a little bit of a birds and the bees lesson. But I'll give you, this is a $100 question I'm about to give you. But the 2 of the most energy draining things that we do in a daily life is digestion. When we eat meat and dairy and other heavy foods. And the other thing is ejaculation for the man. Usually when a woman goes to that, she gets energized. The man, we definitely have to go to sleep afterwards. So, men learn Tantra. So my suggestion is, when a man loses his seed, which is the most nutrient-dense, most nutrient-rich part of his being, and he loses that, in China they call it the what? The little death. Meaning you're dying not just physically, you're dying spiritually, mentally, emotionally, because that is meant to make another you. Nature wants to improve upon each generation. And when you're constantly giving that off, I'm not saying stop it, I'm just saying do it more creatively. Like cultivate that sexual energy, cultivate that, like how you say reuse and refuse, reuse and refuse that as well. Now, spiritually, when you begin to fast, eat lighter, more moisture-rich foods, more alkaline foods, more vegan foods, more cleansing foods. Last time I checked, there is no animal foods, or no dairy, or no grains that are truly alkaline. That only comes from fruits and vegetables. Some are more alkaline than others. Kale is like at the top of the list. But the dark green leafy vegetables and the non-sweet fruits are like the healthiest we can go. And as far as the answer to the other religious question that somebody asked when they talked about Genesis chapter 1 verse 29, it says the fruit-bearing seeds and the green herb shall be your meat. There is no killing in that. It's not like eating the root vegetables or the nuts and the seeds. Even that's alkaline. So you look at it, alkalinity is key. Alkaline is dark green leafy vegetables and low sugar fruits. So we already covered the spiritual part. Next, the real butt kicker is the karmic one. Every negative act you do, consciously or unconsciously, when you're conscious of it, you pay more for it because you got that mental, I know I did bad. But the butt kicker is, even when you're not conscious, you still pay for it. just not as much. So karmically speaking, the meat, the dairy industry and all that stuff, or the harming of animals, the harming of yourself, the harming of the planet, you have to pay for that. Whether in this life or next life, whether you believe in reincarnation or next life, I'm not about to have that debate, but you actually pay in this life as well. In the form of heart disease, cholesterol, cancer, diabetes, disease, the list goes on. Next we have the holistic health benefits. Eating properly, thinking properly, and living properly, not only do you feel better, healthier, you actually become more attractive. I know that's a quality for the ladies. And you become much more happier. Now, most meat and dairy foods has the certain chemicals that contributes to depression. I'm not about to go to the list of chemicals that does that, but fruits and vegetables prepared properly, either lightly steamed or raw in its organic state, prepared for proper food combination, digestion, is ideal. Next we have the animal rights. Animals are created to live freely, not in cages, not experimented upon, not to be worn or eaten by humans. I understand that for your animal or species that is a true carnivore or true omnivore. I heard a lady come up here and say that we are omnivorous. We may eat omnivorously, but we are not omnivores. We may eat like a carnivore, but we're not carnivores. What determines what a species is only two things. I said it earlier. What are the two things that determines what a species is? Its structural anatomy and its instinct at birth. End the discussion on that note. So please do not indulge in long debates about why you should be vegan or not. Say your structural anatomy and your instinct at birth dictates by nature and or God. I'm saying and or God because everybody don't believe in God, but by nature and or God that you are supposed to be a vegan. Not just a vegan, but a raw vegan, because there are no stoves in nature. Next, so that means that any food you have to eat that you have to cook first, such as that a potato or a sweet potato or dried beans and peas, those are not the most natural foods for human beings. There are certain animals that can eat it very well. There's animals and birds and pigeons that can eat rocks and use rocks and defecate rocks and have a benefit of that, but humans are not one of them. Next we have ecological. When it comes to ecological, the meat and dairy industry is the #1 contributor to what we call global warming. Global warming is the #1 threat to human survival on the planet. That being number 7, what we do at my organization, as you see on that flyer, every Tuesday from 6 to 9, we make resources. We are the world's greatest excuse busters. You tell me 10 reasons why you should not be vegan, I'll give you 1,000 reasons why you should. I say.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. By far, our most generous speaker. So, ladies and gentlemen, have you had a good time here this afternoon?